and I glanced into the crowd and he was right there. And he ducked me the whole show. And he literally went out of his way to avoid me, so quite frankly, I know Fury's terrified of McIntyre. Great. It's the same as every single time in the UK. The fans are buzzing, the roster's buzzing. It's cool being around each other again the way we have been as a roster, because those 2 years, we're just coming to television, going back home, going to the pay-per-view, going back home. Kind of missed that camaraderie and time together, and like all of us are backstage catching up, hearing about each other's lives and all the details we missed over these past 2 years because it's so hectic on TV days. So everybody's bonding, which is great. Everybody loves wrestling in the UK, which is great. And then for me personally, my family and friends are all here, so it works out for old Drew McIntyre. Seen any of the stuff I've said online, I've not shut up about it for years, but especially the past couple of years, and since I became WWE champion and I got a bigger platform, I just keep saying it, and it's going to happen one way or another. And I don't care where it happens. It can be England, it can be Scotland, it can be Wales. As long as it happens, the UK deserve it, and it's going to happen. I mean, the rest of the roster just love the fans and just the chants that they come out with. And I mean, some of them don't understand half the time what the crowd's saying, but they can feel the energy, they can feel the passion. And as good as America is, and certain places are louder than others, like Philadelphia and New York, like nothing compares to the UK fans. And the roster just gets so excited whenever we come here. And I've told this story a few times, I'll tell it again, how I explain it to them. As you know, I've been to obviously football matches here, but I've been in America for years now, and I've been to baseball games, American football games, ice hockey games. And if you watch the fans, like they're into it at the right moments when someone scores a goal, but if somebody stands up during the game and starts giving somebody hell, everyone looks at them in disgust, like, what's wrong with this guy? Sit back down. Like, and I explain to them, if you're at a soccer match, a football match back in Europe, and you're not standing up the whole game, you're not giving somebody hell, and you're just sitting there, you're probably going to end up with a bottle off your head, to be honest. Like, and that's the kind of fans we're getting to the shows. They're bringing the passion, they're bringing the energy, hopefully not bottles off anybody's heads. But yeah, they love coming here, and for me as an added bonus, I love coming here because it's home also. I mean, the fans, the banter, Iron Brew from Scotland. I could probably make a giant list of it all, but yeah, I mean, I'm still, watching what I say at certain times in America because the humor is so different, and yeah, they don't quite get our comedy stylings. So it's good to get the banter when you're back home. The Dream Survivor Series team. Some people that don't lose very often, or don't get pinned very often. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Andre the Giant, I got Brett or Shawn in there. Maybe Shawn 96, because he wasn't letting anybody beat him. Yeah, Shawn Michaels 96. Yeah, I mean, we're doing awesome. I'd love to say we're doing as well as last year, but it's kind of hard when we didn't lose a league game last year, and we've dropped a game, drawn a couple of games this year, but we're still killing it. We're still ahead of where I thought we'd be at this point. The only thing I have to say is Gerard better stick around and not be leaving to Aston Villa or something, or I'll be showing up to his door. He's done an amazing job at Rangers. I remember being asked the question what I think about him coming in when it initially happened, and I said this is what Rangers need, like somebody with his level of passion, somebody that's going to make them play for the jersey, which you should be doing if you're playing for someone like Rangers, but a lot of the players weren't. And whoever is not going to give it 100% every single time, he was going to get shot of them. It took a couple of years. We relied on Morelos for a long time, and finally the past couple of seasons, everybody started falling into place, the team started coming together, and now he's got things set the way we need them. And now he'd be terrible anywhere else. Satisfying. Winning it. because I didn't know if it was ever going to happen. Yeah. I've been wrestling for 21 years, and even when I returned to WWE, I knew I was on like a different level than I was before. I was confident, I knew who I was. It did feel like something wasn't quite clicking. Even when I returned to Raw, I was with Dolph, I enjoyed what we were doing. And then when I started getting off on my own, I was still like, man, I'm not quite making the connection. I want to make the connection. I'm, good, big heel number one, but there's nothing people can relate to as such. They're just booing because I'm the bad guy and I look believable to beat up the good guy of the time. And it wasn't until I finally got to start showing my real personality, talking about my real story of the ups and downs, and then Royal Rumble eliminating Brock and winning, where I really got that chance where the fans started rallying behind me in a huge way for the first time in my career. And the last piece of the puzzle fell into place, which was basically just be you instead of trying to play a character. And at that time even I was like, okay, I've got the match with Brock, we're going to Mania. Doesn't mean I'm going to win. Like, it just means, cool, I'm on the biggest run of my life right now. COVID hit, we still brought the World WrestleMania, and I was very fortunate that I got to win the title and get the added responsibility of kind of leading the company through those uncertain times, which I was very happy to do and able to do because of that journey of all the ups and downs. There's personal ones I'd want to do, but like if me and McCoy were just hanging out on TV, it'd be amazing. But realistically, if I want to draw as many viewers as possible, I would probably say someone like obviously Ronaldo, just having such a gigantic name, gigantic presence. Someone just showed me a picture of Ronaldo. I don't know if you guys know who that is. And there's an online video game character of Ronaldo that's terrifying called Ronaldo. Look it up if you want to scare your kids. Terrified the hell out of me. But the real Ronaldo being there, just the gigantic presence he has globally, would bring the extra eyes, and I'm all about bringing more eyes to our product, be it from bringing out an outside person or whatever, and when they see our superstars, they become fans of them and start watching the show more.
Would you be getting acclaimed for the face?
Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't even tell them, I'd just do it. Like, don't worry about it, mate, just back up a second.
Don't think you'd like that.
Huh?
Don't think you'd like that.
What's he going to do about it? Let's smash him. We've talked pretty publicly about it. We've gone back and forth with each other. He showed up to one of the shows, I can't remember which pay-per-view it was. I believe it was just after Mania. And I was doing my entrance, and I got in the corner when I set off the pyro. And I glanced into the crowd, and he was right there. And he ducked me the whole show. And he literally went out of his way to avoid me. So quite frankly, I know Fury's terrified of McIntyre. I don't know if it will happen, but I keep saying that I'd be more than happy to do a match like that. If we get that significant event, we're going to need some kind of match that's going to draw eyeballs of lapsed fans or perhaps new fans. And to me personally, I can't think of something much bigger than a Battle of Britain with Fury, with the gigantic name that he has outside in his world, and myself as the first ever British champion kind of coming together, and just with my experience in the ring and being able to bring matches out of certain people that perhaps aren't exactly at high level. I know I could bring an entertaining match with him, and he gets it when it comes to the entertainment aspect. We really could have a fun build to that. At the same time, if we're in the same team, we'd smash another team. But we'll worry about that when things start happening. Friday, things are opening back up, people can get to America, and I'm absolutely buzzing that people in the UK can get back to Mania. We just had SummerSlam there, it was huge, with over 50,000 people there, and the atmosphere was unreal, but the thing we're missing is people from the UK being there, so bloody get out there and buy your tickets and get to Mania and make it absolutely insane. I can't wait for it.